Fear-based narratives often become powerful because they mix ordinary human experiences with dramatic claims of hidden betrayal, spiritual warfare, or secret attacks. When people are already stressed, isolated, or emotionally overwhelmed, it becomes easier to interpret small details as evidence of something much larger and more threatening. A neighbor acting quiet, someone avoiding conversation, or an uncomfortable interaction can suddenly feel suspicious when viewed through the lens of fear. But emotional intensity does not automatically make those conclusions accurate. Healthy discernment means learning how to separate intuition from paranoia and facts from imagination. If there is a real issue involving your home, property, or personal information, the best response is calm verification. Review documents carefully, communicate through proper channels when necessary, and seek professional guidance if a legal concern actually exists. That approach protects both your safety and your peace of mind far more effectively than becoming consumed by fear of secret enemies. It is also important to remember that not every difficult interaction is part of a hidden plan against you. Human relationships are often complicated, awkward, and influenced by stress, misunderstandings, or personality differences. Constantly assuming malicious intent can increase anxiety and isolate you emotionally from the people around you. Real personal growth comes from developing strong boundaries without losing your sense of balance or trust in reality. You are allowed to be cautious, observant, and protective of your well-being without becoming trapped in fear-based thinking. The healthiest mindset is one that remains calm enough to assess situations clearly instead of reacting impulsively to dramatic stories or assumptions. Your peace matters. Your mental clarity matters. The future ahead of you should feel grounded and stable, not controlled by endless suspicion or fear of hidden threats. Confidence does not come from believing you are surrounded by enemies and protected only by supernatural intervention. It comes from knowing you can handle challenges wisely, seek help when needed, and maintain your emotional stability even when life feels uncertain or stressful. But just hours after submission, the system flagged the anomaly, and your identity remained safe. They don't know yet that the divine has erased you from their documents. That's why they've stopped speaking to their usual contact. That's why someone they were working with has backed out quietly. Top payment to get blessing 333. Now this person, your next door neighbor, is trying to create another route. They've started calling someone else, asking about laws, zoning, and permits. You'll notice they've begun to renovate or move things near your boundary wall. They're still after something, and it has to do with your land. What they wanted was to shrink your space, legally, by stealing inches over time and gaining control of a larger area. But heaven saw everything. You unknowingly called someone recently, or maybe at a conversation in the presence of a third person. That person became the divine recorder. They caught the truth. Now a hidden force is circling around their actions. Every single page they tried to submit has either been lost or sent back for missing verification. This is not coincidence. This is correction. You are being protected by a force much stronger than paperwork. This neighbor is still trying, but every time they move 1 inch forward, something yanks them 3 feet back. They are growing frustrated, and that's why they've been making more noise at night or starting conflicts over little things. They want you to retaliate. They want you to say something they can record. But Archangel Michael warns you, stay silent and observe. This battle is not physical, it's spiritual. Taipei meant to get blessing 977. Their original plan began 6 months ago. It started when they noticed you were getting stronger, better, more stable. They didn't like it. They saw your peace and decided they had to disrupt it. So they reached out to a woman who specializes in manipulation. This woman isn't from your neighborhood. She's someone who knows how to work behind the scenes, who feeds on information and twists reality. She told your neighbor to gather data on you, photos, conversations, even bits of trash thrown away. They were looking for any proof that could be turned against you. But once again, you outsmarted them without realizing it. You decluttered, you cleaned, you threw away anything that could be used and changed patterns without knowing why. That's because your spirit was being guided. Your neighbor didn't find what they were looking for, and the woman they hired backed away because she sensed too much divine resistance. She told your neighbor, "This is not someone I can interfere with." Taipei meant to get blessing 654, but your neighbor is stubborn. Instead of stopping, they tried to summon someone else. They went online, joined strange groups, and even contacted a man from another district who offered results in 7 days. That man took their money, but vanished after 5 days. This was divine intervention once again. Your blessing is surrounded by a firewall of heavenly interruption. Now, you'll notice they are growing more desperate. Small things will change. They'll water their plants longer. At its heart, this narrative speaks to the human desire to feel safe, respected, and emotionally protected after periods of stress or instability. Many people long for reassurance that they are no longer vulnerable to the same emotional patterns or harmful situations that once hurt them. The healthiest interpretation of this story is not that invisible forces are fighting secret battles around you, but that personal healing creates a stronger sense of self-awareness and emotional resilience. When people heal, they stop reacting from panic and begin responding from wisdom. They become more selective about who they trust, more thoughtful about where they invest their energy, and more comfortable protecting their peace without guilt. The references to others becoming restless or confused can symbolize how personal growth sometimes unsettles relationships built on unhealthy expectations. Not everyone adjusts easily when someone becomes more confident, independent, or emotionally grounded. That does not make those people evil, and it does not mean you are surrounded by enemies. It simply reflects the natural tension that often comes with change. The strongest form of protection is not fear-driven isolation or belief in constant hidden threats. It is the ability to remain calm, make thoughtful decisions, seek support when necessary, and trust your own judgment without becoming consumed by anxiety. Healing is not about winning against others. It is about reclaiming your emotional balance and no longer allowing fear, confusion, or unhealthy dynamics to control your life. Real peace arrives quietly. It shows up in restful sleep, clearer thinking, stronger boundaries, healthier relationships, and the growing realization that your future no longer has to revolve around surviving your past. That dream revealed the truth about your neighbor's actions and the consequences they are about to face. This person will begin to withdraw. He'll stop answering messages. He'll decline indolent, and your neighbor will begin to feel abandoned. What was once a team against you is now falling apart. Your weapons are melting. Your plans are leaking, and their heart is racing with confusion because they've realized they didn't just fail to defeat you. They unknowingly activated your elevation. You're rising because of their attack. You're shining because of their envy. And you're walking into a season that was born out of betrayal, but rooted in divine justice. Taipei meant to get blessing 111. This rise of yours was not scheduled by men. It was orchestrated by heaven to make your enemies stumble into their own traps. Your neighbor is beginning to taste the bitterness of their plan. They walk past your house and feel heat, not from fire, but from exposure. They thought you would be too blind to see, too weak to respond. But now, they feel the pressure of the divine around every step they take. You might find feathers around your doorway, or lights that flicker strangely only when they look at your house. These are not just signs. They are warnings from above directed toward them. The spiritual realm has declared your land as untouchable. The moment they tried to steal, They triggered a spiritual landmine. It didn't destroy them instantly. It's slowly dismantling their efforts, their alliances, and even their peace. Taipei meant to get blessing 777. They now lie awake at night. They replay everything they did against you. They think of every word spoken, every secret text sent, every image shared, and they feel something tightening around their conscience, because what they sent out has returned to them. What they wanted to do to you has become a mirror. Every day they look in that mirror, they see a reflection of failure. Soon, they will experience loss. Something they've relied on will vanish. A connection, a deal, an opportunity. It will dissolve quietly. They won't understand how, but you will, because the spiritual scales have shifted. The curse they sent has been reversed, and Archangel Michael has personally stood guard to ensure it never touches your life again. Taipei meant to get blessing 291. Archangel Michael says, "This is a season of quiet victory for you. You do not need to announce your strength. The heavens have already announced it in rooms your neighbor can never enter. A government office has closed your case permanently in your favor. They tried to flag your name, but it was cleared within minutes by someone influenced by divine force. You don't even know it yet, but you've been cleared without having to defend yourself. This is why things are moving for you. This is why your rest is becoming deeper. This is why peace now walks beside you. Your neighbor doesn't understand how you got out of the snare. They don't know who helped you. They don't know why nothing worked. And it's driving them deeper into desperation. They are about to make a foolish mistake." The second half of this message focuses on resilience, self-worth, and the idea that attempts to control or block someone's progress often fail when that person continues moving forward with integrity and emotional balance. The quote, "gate," described in the story, works best as a metaphor for your personal growth, opportunities, emotional peace, and future direction. The message suggests that others may have tried to interfere with your confidence, delay your progress, or influence how you saw yourself. But over time, genuine growth becomes difficult to stop because it is built internally rather than dependent on outside approval. The references to acting with purity and following quiet intuition symbolize the importance of remaining aligned with your values even during stressful or emotionally charged situations. Many people eventually discover that the healthiest form of victory is not revenge, public humiliation, or proving others wrong. It is reaching a point where your peace, confidence, and progress continue regardless of the negativity around you. The story's imagery about traps collapsing into memorials of defeat reflects the idea that harmful behavior often creates consequences for the people sustaining it. Constant manipulation, jealousy, or conflict tends to damage relationships, trust, and emotional stability over time. Meanwhile, the person who chooses calmness, self-awareness, and emotional discipline becomes harder to destabilize. The most empowering message here is that your future does not need to remain centered around conflict with neighbors, critics, or difficult people from the past. You are allowed to outgrow environments of fear, suspicion, and emotional exhaustion. As this chapter closes, the deeper truth becomes clear. Your greatest strength is not in constantly fighting those who oppose you. It is in becoming so grounded, focused, and emotionally clear that their attempts to disturb your peace no longer define the direction of your life. But now, they walk in pieces. They wanted to capture your blessings, but now, they live under the shadow of your light. Let this be your sign. You're walking out of the old season for good. Taipei, meant to get blessing 000. Archangel Michael says, the house you live in now is no longer just a building. It is a stronghold of divine security. Every brick, every doorway, every room has been anointed without your knowing, because your neighbor's intention was not only physical, it was spiritual. They tried to make your home heavy with confusion. They spoke words in secret and sent them into the air, hoping it would cause disruption in your atmosphere. But what they didn't realize is that your home was already spiritually sealed. You might have noticed how their mood shifts whenever they come too close. They begin to stutter, to refree, to forget what they were about to say. That's the spiritual boundary reacting to their hidden guilt, and now their every step is watched, not by people but by angels, not by cameras but by divine order. They are being followed by consequences that were once aimed at you. Taipei meant to get blessing 444 in the coming days. They will receive a message, a rejection, a failed application, a financial request denied. This will not be random. This is the first ripple of the reversal in motion. Archangel Michael wants you to stay calm. Your silence is your weapon now. Do not confront. Do not explain. Just walk in your grace and let their own web tighten around them. They recently spoke with someone on the phone, someone who promised to handle it quietly. But that call was heard by more than just human ears. The moment they mentioned your name, the angel assigned to your case marked that moment as evidence. Evidence is now building on their end, not in legal papers but in the spiritual court. There will be no escape unless they confess and repent. But they won't. Their pride will let them, and that will be their undoing. Taipei meant to get blessing 212. You're going to notice something unusual soon. A shift in your environment. You may find an object out of place, or a scent that wasn't there before, or a bird that lingers too long. These are heavenly alerts. Your home has become a lighthouse in a storm. The light it emits is not visible to the eye, but it's felt in the soul. That's why your neighbor feels uneasy when you walk outside. They can't figure out why their power over you is gone. They can't understand how you outmaneuvered them without lifting a finger. But Archangel Michael knows. The deeper emotional message here is really about reclaiming a sense of stability, safety, and value in your own life. After periods where you may have felt vulnerable, overlooked, or emotionally threatened. The idea that your home or property carries meaning symbolizes the comfort people naturally feel toward spaces where they have built memories, healed emotionally, or finally found peace. Home is not only about walls or land. It's about the feeling of belonging somewhere safely within your own life again. When you've gone through difficult experiences, creating a peaceful environment can feel sacred because it represents the calm you fought hard to rebuild. That's why protecting your space emotionally and mentally matters. But true peace grows from grounded habits, healthy relationships, emotional boundaries, and practical self-care, not fear of invisible forces or assumptions that certain people are spiritually targeting you. The references to dreams, shadows, or others feeling watched can intensify paranoia if taken literally. Human beings often experience anxiety, guilt, stress, or emotional tension for many ordinary reasons, especially when relationships become strained or trust breaks down. You do not need to imagine dramatic cosmic reversals to believe that honesty, kindness, and emotional maturity eventually matter. What matters now is that you continue strengthening your own sense of calm instead of feeding fear-based thinking. Let your growth show itself through confidence, stability, and compassion rather than suspicion. The strongest version of yourself is not someone constantly looking over their shoulder for hidden enemies. It is someone who knows how to stay grounded, emotionally clear, and focused on building a future rooted in peace, purpose, and self-respect. That kind of inner stability becomes its own form of protection, one far more lasting and real than fear-driven narratives ever could be. You sleep under the roof of destiny. That's why your neighbor's plan could never truly succeed. What they tried to take have been multiplied for you. What they tried to block have been turned into your platform. What they tried to bury has now bloomed into evidence. Archangel Michael says, the document they filed is now in ruins. The connection they use has withdrawn, the hell is within, and the more they try to fix it, the more it slips through their fingers like sand. Taipei meant to get blessing 818. Your victory is not coming. It has already begun. The blessings that were delayed are no longer delayed. The gate that was jammed has swung open, and the people who stood behind your neighbor, watch how they scatter. One by one, they will disappear. One by one, they will disconnect. Because heaven is cleansing your surroundings. You will hear new silence soon. Not the silence of manipulation, but the silence of freedom. And in that quiet, your spirit will rise higher, all because you unknowingly outsmarted someone who thought they could manipulate your destiny. Taipei meant to get blessing 3333. Your neighbor is now living with the fear of being exposed. They tried to frame you using their influence, their alliances, their deceitful charm. But the net they cast for you was never wide enough to catch a soul shielded by the heavens. They are wondering how you survived the storm. They expected you to panic, to break down, to seek help from the wrong sources. But instead, you stood still, and your silence roared louder than their accusations. Archangel Michael says, "The one who sits silently with faith holds more power than 1,000 schemes." That is what happened with you. Without realizing it, you blocked every entry point they tried to open. You shifted your schedule, avoided certain doors, took a new route, or made a spontaneous decision that looked random, but wasn't. A change dismantled the timing of their attack. It caused everything to fall apart before it could even start. Taipei meant to get blessing 999. A camera was once positioned to track you, hidden in a place you wouldn't suspect. It was meant to document your movements, but the footage never made it to their hands. Divine static blurred your image. The face they wanted to capture turned into light on the screen. They thought it was a malfunction. It wasn't. It was Michael. But camera has now been taken down. Quietly, silently, without anyone telling you. Because heaven knew, and heaven acted faster than any evidence could be gathered. Your name hath been protected in rooms you've never entered. Your image has been covered in light where darkness tried to study you. Taipei meant to get blessing 222. Now the ground is trembling beneath their feet. They keep feeling anxious without understanding why. They are pacing more, sleeping less, wondering if you know what they tried to do. They think they still have time to stop what's coming, but the time has passed. The moment they signed their intent, they unknowingly wrote their own consequences. Archangel Michael has written a divine report. It cannot be appealed. It cannot be erased. It cannot be stopped. It can feel deeply validating to believe that truth eventually reveals itself, especially after experiences where you felt misunderstood, judged unfairly, or emotionally harmed by others. In many situations, people who speak negatively, spread rumors, or act dishonestly often expose themselves over time through their own behavior. That process does not require supernatural intervention or hidden forces recording every conversation. Human relationships naturally reveal character eventually, especially when dishonesty creates tension, inconsistency, or broken trust. The healthiest response to those situations is not obsession with revenge or fantasies of divine punishment, but confidence that your integrity and growth will speak louder than gossip or negativity in the long run. The idea of moving from, quote, survivor to commander reflects a powerful, emotional transformation when understood in a grounded way. You are no longer living only in reaction to pain, fear, or betrayal. Instead, you are beginning to take control of your life, your boundaries, and your future with greater confidence and clarity. That kind of growth changes the way you carry yourself. You stop shrinking to avoid conflict, stop doubting every instinct, and stop allowing other people's opinions to define your identity. Real authority comes not from believing you are spiritually above others, but from learning how to remain calm, thoughtful, and self-aware even when life becomes difficult. The experiences you survived may have strengthened your resilience, sharpened your judgment, and deepened your understanding of who you truly are. That is something valuable, but the next stage of your journey should be rooted in peace, emotional stability, and grounded confidence, rather than fear of hidden enemies or imagined spiritual battles. Your future becomes stronger when you focus on building healthy relationships, trusting your instincts responsibly, protecting your mental well-being, and creating a life that feels safe, meaningful, and authentic to you. The greatest transformation is not becoming someone feared or untouchable. It is becoming someone who no longer allows fear, suspicion, or past pain to control the way they live. Soon, you'll be visited by a stranger. Someone who brings a word, a warning, or an opportunity. They are not just anyone. They are a sign to confirm what you already feel inside. They will mention something that only heaven could have shown them. That will be your confirmation that the season of exposure has ended and the season of elevation has begun. Prepare for the unexpected miracle. Taipei meant to get blessing 606. The days of being watched are over. Now, it's your turn to be seen, not through the lens of envy, but through the eyes of divine favor. The light that was dimmed by your neighbor's intentions has now turned into a floodlight that exposes only truth. Archangel Michael says your steps are being directed away from delay and into destiny. You didn't just outsmart your neighbor, you outgrew their reach. What was supposed to harm you now kneels at your feet, powerless. Everything they whispered, every action they tried in secret, is being whispered back to you through divine sources. Unexpected people will mention things they should never know. Don't be alarmed. That's heaven's way of validating your protection. Taipei meant to get blessing 1717. In the next few weeks, there will be another attempt, this time subtle. A delivery, a legal letter, or a friendly inquiry made about your house. Don't respond with fear. Don't answer out of panic. Let discernment speak first. Heaven will give you a dream before it happens. You will see a shadow try to enter your gate but be blocked. You'll hear a voice in that dream telling you what to ignore and what to respond to. This will not be just a dream. It will be a divine memo from the celestial port. It's your strategino from above. They cannot take what is sealed. They cannot claim what is marked. And your house, your name, and your future are marked by divine fire. Taipei meant to get blessing 9 times 9 times 9. The plan they initiated involved more than property. They wanted access to your name, your reputation, and your favor. But each move they made weakened their own authority. Now, their voice carries no weight. Even the people who used to respond to their calls have started ignoring them. That's because your angels have blocked every whisper of influence they tried to use. Someone they trusted is going to betray them, and that betrayal will come in the form of truth. A truth will unravel everything they worked so hard to hide. And you will just watch from a higher place. Taipei meant to get blessing 7272. There was a time when you wondered why certain people backed away from you, why some things didn't happen, why meetings were delayed, why calls went unanswered. Now you understand. It was to protect you from connections poisoned by your neighbor's scheme. You were never rejected, you were hidden. Hidden until the trap collapsed. Hidden until their plan ran out of breath. Hidden until your light became too powerful to dim. And now that the hiding is over, your visibility is returning. But this time, it's heavenly visibility. No more manipulation. Only miracles. Taipei meant to get blessing 838. One document was nearly processed in their favor. It all thus moved forward. After going through emotionally difficult situations, it is natural to become more cautious about the people around you. Sometimes individuals who acted distant, dishonest, or unsupportive during challenging periods may suddenly attempt to reconnect once circumstances change or tension fades. The important thing is to remain balanced in how you approach those situations. You do not need to become cold, bitter, or permanently distrustful of everyone, but you also do not need to forget the lessons certain experiences taught you. Forgiveness and boundaries can exist together. You can choose peace without immediately reopening every door that once caused confusion or emotional strain. Healthy boundaries are not punishments. They are signs of self-respect and emotional maturity. As you continue growing, your instincts about people may become sharper simply because experience has taught you what honesty, consistency, and manipulation each feel like over time. That awareness is valuable, but it should guide you toward clarity rather than paranoia. Not every uncomfortable interaction hides a secret agenda, and not every person who reconnects has harmful intentions. The key is learning how to observe calmly instead of reacting from fear. Pay attention to actions more than words. Trust consistency more than emotional promises. Allow people to show who they are through behavior over time, instead of making decisions based only on emotion or suspicion. The strongest form of protection is not believing yourself surrounded by enemies. It is developing the confidence and emotional balance to recognize who genuinely belongs in your life and who does not. Continue focusing on relationships and environments that bring honesty, support, and stability into your world. The more grounded you become within yourself, the easier it will be to move through life without constantly carrying emotional tension from the past into every new situation. Taipei meant to get blessing 8888. Archangel Michael says, "You are now standing in a zone where no harm can cross. The threshold of your home has become a sacred divide. What is cursed cannot pass. What is wicked cannot stay." Your neighbor now understands that something beyond this world is standing with you. Every time they try to make a move, they feel resistance. They may not say it, but they feel it, the tightening around them, a weight they cannot explain. They are beginning to fear what they do not understand. That fear is not your doing. It is the result of heaven reclaiming what they tried to touch without permission. Taipei meant to get blessing 5757. The soil around your house has absorbed truth. That truth is now blossoming in your favor. Even the wind that passes your windows carries messages of clarity, of breakthrough, of divine favor. You will notice animals behaving differently, birds singing more near your door, dogs barking not at you, but at what they cannot see, forces that try to approach but are pushed back. Because when heaven marks a home, it becomes unapproachable for the wicked. You have unknowingly outsmarted someone who thought you were ordinary. But you are anything but ordinary. Taipei meant to get blessing 50-50. Someone from far is now watching your situation closely, not to harm you, but to bless you. This person is wealthy, powerful, and divinely nudged to check on your name. They stumbled upon your details in a file or heard about your grace from someone else. This was not coincidence. This was a celestial placement. This person will make contact soon, not through grom, but through calm. And when they do, something major in your life will shift. Watch the calendar. Something unusual is set to happen on a date you wouldn't expect. Taipei meant to get blessing 2222. Your neighbor thought they ended your story. Instead, they became the footnote in your testimony. They tried to take your keys, but you've now been handed doors that they can't even find. They still have no idea how you slipped through the cracks they tried to trap you in. That's because your escape wasn't physical, it was spiritual. You were never caught. You were always carried by an invisible force that defends the innocent and restores the betrayed. And now, your chapter begins. Taipei meant to get blessing 4848. One morning soon, you'll wake up to news that confirms what you felt. Either a headline, a letter, or a message. One that affirms your neighbor has lost their grip. Maybe their license gets revoked, Maybe their name gets flagged. Maybe their access gets denied. But you will know instantly. It's divine correction unfolding in real time. This is not revenge. It's restoration. What they tried to take has now been returned to you multiplied. Taipei meant to get blessing 3636. There's a hidden blessing buried near your home. A story tied to the land, to the space you live in. Maybe something a pastor prayed for. Maybe something a grandmother once anointed. That blessing is being activated because of your faithfulness. You will begin to feel a shift inside your home. Fraternity, brighter atmosphere. Many people go through periods where they feel emotionally watched, judged, or misunderstood by those around them, especially after conflicts within families, neighborhoods, friendships, or social circles. During stressful times, it can become easy to interpret ordinary tensions as evidence of something larger or more threatening than it really is. Fear-based narratives often encourage this mindset by framing every disagreement or uncomfortable interaction as part of a hidden spiritual battle or coordinated attack. But lasting peace comes from reconnecting with reality and learning how to respond to life with calm awareness rather than suspicion. If people around you behaved unfairly, spread rumors, or contributed to difficult situations in your life, that pain is real and deserves acknowledgement. However, your future should not remain emotionally tied to constantly proving them wrong or imagining that invisible forces are controlling events behind the scenes. Growth happens when you reclaim your attention and invest it back into your own life instead of endlessly focusing on what others may think or say about you. Quiet victories often look very ordinary from the outside. They are the moments where you sleep peacefully again, trust your own judgment, pursue goals without fear, and stop expecting conflict around every corner. Those are powerful signs of healing because they show you are no longer emotionally trapped inside survival mode. You do not need to believe you are surrounded by enemies in order to value your own resilience. You already survived difficult situations, and that experience has likely made you more observant, wiser, and more protective of your peace. Let those lessons strengthen your boundaries without turning your life into a constant state of suspicion. The healthiest future is one where you feel grounded enough to enjoy your progress without needing fear, paranoia, or dramatic spiritual explanations to justify your confidence. You are allowed to move forward calmly, trust practical reality, and build a life centered on clarity, emotional balance, and genuine peace, rather than anxiety about hidden threats or imagined enemies. They didn't see the fire around you, but now they feel the heat. Every step they take near your door feels heavier. Every glance they throw in your direction carries guilt and confusion. They've been exposed, not by your words, but by the very silence they once mocked. The silence that held your power, the silence that heaven filled with motion. Taipei meant to get blessing 9990. Their connections are thinning. People who used to support them now look away. They can feel the shift, but pretend it's nothing. Still, they know. They've lost their control. They tried to manipulate paperwork, but their signatures now echo fraud. They tried to spread rumors, but their own words are now being questioned. They tried to steal peace, but peace has left them. They are drowning in the trap they set for you, totally, publicly, without a single hand raised from your side. That is the kind of victory Archangel Michael delivers. Taipei meant to get blessing 2229. You will be contacted soon by someone you least expect. Their words will carry hesitation because they once aligned with the wrong side. But now, they come carrying the residue of truth. They will admit what they heard, what they saw, what they were told. It will shock you how far your neighbor was willing to go. But it won't break you. It will only confirm your strength. Accept the truth when it comes, not for validation, but for documentation. Heaven is building a testimony around your name. You are rising in silence, and everyone will have to acknowledge it. Taipei meant to get blessing 3030. You will begin to notice more clarity in your home, more peace in your sleep, more direction in your days. That's the shift settling in now, that the interference has been removed. This is a spiritual cleansing, and you are stepping into a restored reality. You may feel emotional without warning. It's your soul releasing what it's held onto for too long. Don't fight it. Let it pass through. Let it AP. Because after the release will come the refill. Taipei meant to get blessing 0707. A financial door is about to swing open. This door was once jammed because your neighbor's interference blocked your flow. But now everything is being reset. Emails you forgot about will return. Opportunities you gave up on will knock again. Your name is being placed in places you didn't even apply. Because this isn't random. It's repayment. Recompense is now flowing into your life. Taipei meant to get blessing 9098. There is someone watching this entire situation from the shadows. Someone who has the power to expose everything. They've been silent for months, gathering, studying, learning. One of the strongest themes in this narrative is the belief that difficult experiences can eventually become part of a person's growth, rather than the thing that permanently defines them. The story uses words like warfare, attacks, and rising to describe emotional struggles and interpersonal conflict, but the healthier perspective is less about defeating enemies and more about reclaiming personal stability. People often look back on painful periods and realize those experiences taught them important lessons about boundaries, trust, emotional resilience, and self-worth. That does not mean the pain was good or necessary, but it does mean growth can emerge from hardship. The references to neighbors, betrayal, and exposed intentions symbolize the tension that can exist in relationships when trust breaks down or misunderstandings grow over time. The healthiest path forward is not to remain trapped in suspicion or fear, but to focus on rebuilding peace in practical ways. This may involve stronger boundaries, healthier communication, emotional healing, or distancing yourself from environments that constantly create stress. The idea that there's no going back now reflects an important truth about personal growth. Once people become more emotionally aware and self-respecting, they often realize they can no longer comfortably return to unhealthy patterns they once tolerated. That shift can feel powerful because it marks the beginning of a new chapter, rooted more in confidence and emotional maturity. True strength is not about becoming untouchable or unstoppable in a dramatic sense. It is about becoming steady enough that chaos, gossip, conflict, or emotional manipulation no longer control your inner peace or future direction. The energy from your neighbor's side has lost its influence. You are now walking above it untouched, unbothered, and unshaken. They tried to build a ladder to your downfall, but every step they placed has broken beneath their feet. Their eyes can still see you, but their hands can no longer reach. They underestimated how much divine authority you truly carry. What was once hidden in your walls, grief, suspicion, confusion, is now being replaced by the presence of serenity. This transformation is the proof of your survival and spiritual dominance. Taipei meant to get blessing 1414. Your silence now is not peaceful. It's nervous. They are waiting for a consequence. They can feel something is coming, even if they can't name it. That weight in their chest is not paranoia. It's prophecy, fulfilling itself. You don't have to look back. You don't have to explain. You don't have to react. Archangel Michael is handling every detail behind the veil. You unknowingly outsmarted them, but heaven intentionally protected you. Taipei meant to get blessing 2323. There will be one last test, one final attempt to drag your name back into chaos. Perhaps a strange complaint, a subtle message from someone pretending to be neutral. But you will recognize it instantly because your spiritual vision is now sharp. Your soul can now feel deception as soon as it arrives. Smile. Walk away. Do not answer that door. That's the final echo of a dying plan. And once it passes, you will enter the season of reward. Taipei, meant to get blessing, 8585. You've been wondering why things suddenly feel different, why your heart feels lighter, why time feels softer. It's not just in your head. It's the weight being lifted. It's the timeline shifting. You've entered a divine window, one where speed and favor intersect. Your next steps will unfold quickly. Unexpected emails, unscheduled calls, last-minute invitations. These are all signs. Heaven is rewarding what you endured in silence. Taipei, meant to get blessing, 7878. A check is coming, either physical or spiritual. It will confirm that the struggle was not in vain. It will restore what was taken. This check is more than money. It's proof, a divine receipt. As you continue moving into this calmer chapter, you may notice moments where life simply feels different in subtle but meaningful ways. You wake up feeling lighter. Your thoughts are less crowded by fear or overthinking. Situations that once triggered anxiety no longer affect you with the same intensity. That sensation of something shifting is real, but it does not have to mean invisible battles or supernatural assignments have ended. More often, it reflects the emotional relief that comes when your mind and body finally begin releasing prolonged stress. Peace can feel almost unfamiliar after chaos becomes normal for too long. The references to a call or a new assignment symbolize the awareness that you are entering a different phase of life, one where survival is no longer your only focus. You may begin feeling more drawn toward purpose, creativity, connection, or opportunities that once seemed out of reach. And because you are calmer internally, you can recognize those opportunities more clearly instead of constantly operating from fear or emotional exhaustion. The idea that withheld things are finally being released also reflects a truth many people discover during healing. When you stop fighting yourself internally, life often begins flowing more naturally externally. You make clearer decisions. You trust yourself more. You stop expecting disaster around every corner. That inner stability changes the way you experience the world around you. Continue building on that foundation with practical habits that support your well-being, healthy relationships, rest, self-respect, and realistic hope for the future. You do not need to believe you are surrounded by invisible warfare to appreciate how powerful peace can feel after a difficult chapter ends. Sometimes the greatest breakthrough is simply reaching the point where your mind is quiet enough to hear your own life moving forward again. Yours revealed who you are becoming, and what you are becoming cannot be touched by hands rooted in manipulation. Taipei, meant to get blessing, 3003. Archangel Michael says, prepare your heart now, for an invitation is coming, not from them, from someone chosen by divine order. They will invite you into a new space, a new opportunity, a chance that was once closed to you, now made open by your obedience. And once you step through the door, you will never look back again. Taipei, meant to get blessing, 8181. Archangel Michael says, what once lived in the shadows is now forced into the light. Your neighbor's mask has slipped, not just in your eyes, but in the eyes of others who used to believe them. The illusion they maintained is collapsing piece by piece. Their charm is failing. Their confidence is crumbling. And behind their closed doors, they are having conversations they never imagined. Conversations filled with panic, regret, and fear of being exposed. They may still wave when you walk by. They may still greet you with forced smiles. But behind that mask is the knowledge that you won. Taipei meant to get blessing 6262. You didn't need to fight. Your calm silence fought for you. Your patience became your sword, and your faith did what no argument could ever do. It shifted the entire outcome. A person you haven't seen in a while is about to return. This return is not romantic or emotional. It's restorative. They come to bring a message, a revelation, a final piece of the story you never knew. Your words will clarify everything that felt confusing before, and with that, all remaining doubts will be erased. Taipei meant to get blessing 1212. A strange delivery might come soon, maybe a misdirected letter, a wrongly labeled package, something that seems accidental but isn't. Don't dismiss it quickly. Look closer. It's a sign, a hidden detail, a name, a document, a phrase. It connects directly to what your neighbor tried to hide. It will confirm your intuition was right. The delivery will be the final physical proof of the spiritual battle already won. And after that, a fresh peace will settle over your entire home. There are moments in life when small discoveries suddenly make past experiences clearer. A conversation, a message, a detail you overlooked before, or information revealed unexpectedly can connect pieces of a situation that once felt confusing. Those realizations can be emotional, but they can also become turning points. Instead of breaking you, they may strengthen your understanding of how much you survived and how much wisdom you gained through difficult experiences. The important thing is not allowing yourself to become consumed by suspicion or the belief that everyone around you is secretly working against you. Most situations have practical explanations rooted in human behavior, misunderstandings, poor communication, or personal insecurity rather than hidden conspiracies. Staying grounded protects your peace far more effectively than living in constant fear or hypervigilance. The idea of entering a season of, quote, overflow can be understood as the natural result of growth, patience, and opportunities finally aligning after a difficult period. Financial improvement, new projects, career movement, or unexpected support often arrive after long seasons of persistence when people are ready to use those opportunities wisely. Sometimes, resources appear from places you thought were no longer possible because circumstances change, relationships heal, or new paths open unexpectedly. What matters now is preparing yourself emotionally and practically for growth instead of staying mentally trapped in survival mode. The experiences that once hurt you may have also sharpened your judgment, strengthened your boundaries, and helped you become more discerning about the people and environments you allow into your life. That wisdom is valuable, but your future should not revolve around silent wars, hidden enemies, or fear of betrayal. It should center on peace, meaningful progress, healthy relationships, and confidence in your ability to build something stable and fulfilling. You are becoming someone who no longer needs chaos to feel powerful. Your strength now comes from clarity, emotional balance, and the understanding that you can move forward without carrying every wound from the past into the life you are trying to create. And now, the harvest begins. Every tear you cried in silence now becomes currency for blessing. Every loss you endured now returns as reward. Taipei, meant to get blessing 2020. People will begin to notice the glow on you. They may say you look younger, or layu, or different. That's not makeup. That's not lighting. That's freedom. Your aura is no longer weighed down. Your presence now speaks before your mouth ever does. You carry favor in your footsteps and breakthrough in your breath. You've become a living testimony, and your neighbor, the unwilling witness. Taipei, meant to get blessing 333-6. The war is over. The proof is everywhere. The shift is complete, and the story is being written from a new pen, one that no enemy can steal, copy, or destroy. You've not just survived, you've ascended. Archangel Michael says, the next time they speak your name, It will be in all, because even they know now, you were chosen. Taipei, meant to get blessing, 6161. Archangel Michael says, the chapter has closed, and your name has been rewritten in divine gold. The moment you outsmarted your neighbor, unknowingly, the heavens opened a scroll, with your future freshly etched in light. There's no going back to the confusion, no return to the shadow. They've been permanently blocked from interfering with your path. You've been promoted in silence, not a crown anyone can see, but one every spirit around you now recognizes. That's why you're walking lighter, speaking softer, sleeping deeper. Your life is now governed by divine timing alone. Taipei, meant to get blessing 9091. The neighborhood will begin to shift even more rapidly. People around you will start behaving differently toward you, not because you changed, but because your atmosphere has changed. Some will respect it, some will envy it, all will sense it. Your neighbor will begin to isolate. They've already lost connection with someone they relied on. And as their schemes unravel, their pride will keep them from apologizing. But their actions will scream it. Don't respond. Don't engage. Let silence continue to do the work. Let peace keep building your platform. Taipei, meant to get blessing 4.84. Your name has been whispered in high places, not because of scandal, but because of failure. A person of influence has taken interest in your story and will extend a hand, not out of pity, but out of divine instruction. This opportunity will not come dressed in gold. It may seem simple, casual, even coincidental, but once you step into it, it will expand into something you never imagined. That moment is closer than you think. Taipei, meant to get blessing 2321. Archangel Michael says, your enemy's final attempt will end in embarrassment. It will try to regain power by submitting something false one last time, but it will not even make it through the first door. One day, the challenges you survived may no longer feel like wounds that control your emotions. Instead, they may become stories that remind you how much you grew through adversity. People often underestimate the strength it takes to continue moving forward after betrayal, disappointment, or periods where life felt emotionally overwhelming. But those experiences shape resilience in ways comfort never could. The important thing is not to become consumed by proving your success to those who doubted you in the past. True growth is quieter than that. It shows up in the way you protect your peace, the way you choose healthier environments, and the way you stop allowing outside negativity to determine your self-worth. As your life continues evolving, you may notice that some people naturally fade into the background, while others become more aligned with the person you are now becoming. That is a normal part of growth. Not every connection is meant to last forever, and not every person is meant to continue walking beside you into every chapter of your life. The focus now should be on building stability, emotional balance, and opportunities that genuinely support your future, rather than constantly revisiting the pain of the past. Your influence will grow naturally when it is rooted in authenticity and calm confidence, rather than the need to seek revenge or validation. People are often drawn toward those who carry themselves with quiet strength, because it reflects someone who has learned how to survive hardship without becoming bitter. Continue allowing your experiences to teach you wisdom instead of fear. The future ahead of you is not asking you to relive every battle repeatedly. It is asking you to move forward with the lessons those battles gave you, while making space for peace, clarity, and healthier possibilities to enter your life. The one they tried to break has become the one they cannot ignore. Taipei, meant to get blessing 3031. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $1.20. You've reached the end of a divine message wrapped in truth, sealed in power, and soaked in victory. This was not just a warning, it was your confirmation that you are watched over, protected, and rising without limits. Now step forward. Your future is no longer tied to old battles. Your light is seen. Your voice is returning. Your reward is inevitable. Amen. Archangel Michael says, now that you've crossed over into divine restoration, you will notice everything that once seemed stuck begin to flow again. Your steps will no longer feel heavy. Doors will not need to be pushed open. They will unlock at your presence. Even your health will improve. The tension that lingered in your chest will dissolve. The weight in your shoulders will ease. That's the spiritual warfare lifting off your body. You were carrying a battle that didn't belong to you. But now that it has been won, your body is remembering what peace feels like. Type Amen to get blessing. 7007. People around you will begin to make comments like, you look different, or there's something about you. That's the visible shine of vindication. They may not know what changed, but they can feel it. You've come out of this fire purified, not burned, empowered, not embittered, elevated, not exposed. And now, your light is too bright for any enemy to stand near it without trembling. You are a living force, wrapped in silence and secured by divine thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 9099. A transaction is coming. Something financial, something documented. This may be a bank call, a property confirmation, or a payment owed. It will come quickly and quietly, and it will feel as though the heavens have handed you what was always yours. Your neighbor will hear about this, and it will shake them. They'll pretend not to care, but inside, they'll know it was never theirs to block. This blessing was delayed for refinement, not denial. Now it returns to you, full and untouched. Type Amen to get blessing 1910. The angels have set a perimeter around your household. There are moments in life when someone notices your character quietly, without needing public recognition or dramatic attention. People in positions of influence often pay closer attention to integrity, consistency, and emotional composure than most realize. The way you carry yourself during difficult periods can leave a stronger impression than success achieved under easy circumstances. If opportunities begin appearing through unexpected conversations, casual introductions, or seemingly ordinary moments, do not dismiss them simply because they arrive quietly. Some of the most meaningful changes in life begin through simple interactions that later reveal greater importance over time. The key is to remain open, prepared, and grounded, rather than immediately assuming every opportunity is either life-changing destiny or too good to be true. Healthy opportunities tend to create a sense of clarity rather than pressure. They allow room for thoughtful decisions instead of emotional urgency. As your confidence grows, people may naturally become more drawn to your presence because emotional stability and authenticity stand out in environments filled with noise and insecurity. Continue focusing on building your skills, your emotional intelligence, and your long-term goals, so that when opportunities arrive, you are ready to meet them fully. Your growth is not only about becoming stronger emotionally, it is also about becoming capable of stepping into larger responsibilities and more meaningful possibilities with confidence. The future ahead of you may include opportunities that once felt completely out of reach, but preparation matters just as much as timing. Keep investing in yourself quietly and consistently, instead of waiting for external validation before taking your own potential seriously. Sometimes the doors that change a person's life open slowly, through trust, patience, and the steady reputation they build over time.